Some more breaking news coming in as far as the Sri Lankan crisis is concerned. The UN has now expressed its concern through a tweet this time. We have the UN chief stating, and I quote, that there needs to be found a root cause to the entire problem. Leaders must embrace compromise, and the UN has now called for a peaceful transition in the country as well. He goes on to say, and I quote, that I continue to follow the situation in Sri Lanka very closely. It is important that the root causes of the conflict and the protesters' grievances are also addressed. Priyank also joins us on this broadcast. Yes, Priyank, the first response once again coming in from the UN chief himself, who has now tweeted saying that he's closely monitoring the situation in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, Sati, what is happening in Sri Lanka has been observed across the world. This is what we were also trying to highlight, that it's a time for the Sri Lankans to come to a settlement and a solution, because we are talking about the island nation, which is mostly dependent on the tourist crowd and all those foreign nationals who come here and certainly contribute in the economy of the country. If this kind of situation will keep on prevailing in future also, then this is going to bring Sri Lanka to the worst time of its history. Although the economical turmoil which is certainly there in Sri Lanka has affected it so badly, but what protesters have been doing, like attacking the president's office, prime minister's office, their residences, and making it at siege, is certainly which the global community is also very closely looking at. The United Nations have also come up, but the fact remains that there is no one who can certainly approach from the government side to the international community so that the funds and all those things which are needed for the country in the basic amenities and necessities can also be provided. The protest still continues. Till late night we saw that there were violent protests which kept on happening in between the protesters and the police officials near the parliament, because after conquering and occupying all these important positions in the Colombo city, the protesters later on moved towards the parliament, because there was a decision which came out from the speaker that Ranil Wickremesinghe, the Prime Minister of the country, will be the interim president. But there was an all-party meeting which was called inside the parliament yesterday evening.